Hi. I hope this thing's working. I'm not really sure. I don't know if you recognize who this is. I seem to have picked up a little cold on our vacation. Isn't that wonderful? This is Dion, in case you didn't know. And we are at Dennis and Janine's at your house right now. I thought maybe I would try to talk to you and tell you a little about our vacation, but first I'm going to test this thing and see if I have it working right. Just a minute. Seems to be working okay. I'll tell you what we've been doing. We left Alhambra on Saturday, October 1st, and headed for, we didn't leave until about 2 in the afternoon. Ken wasn't feeling very good and had so much stuff to get done, and finally at 2 in the afternoon we left and headed for Utah. I think it was the Tuesday night before that, Ken and I had both gone to bed at 7:30 because we had terrible colds and just felt awful. I think we had a touch of the flu. I was throwing up, and I thought, oh boy, isn't this nice? We'll be down in bed for our vacation. But we went to bed real early that night and seemed to get over it and felt a lot better. So we left for Salt Lake, and I had written to Laura and Lamel and told them that we would stop by Saturday night and spend Saturday and Sunday with them. So we didn't get into, I didn't know there was an hour time difference either, and we didn't get into Delta till about 2 o'clock in the morning. I had called from St. George and told Lamel that we would be in there real late. Laura was working at the hospital. So we got in there about 2 o'clock, and of course we just went right to bed and then got up the next morning and really, really had a nice visit with Laura and Lamel. They were so happy to see us, and we felt so welcome, and they called Thelka and Don, and they came down from the little bitty town they're living in. I can't remember the name of it now, but I hadn't seen Thelka since she had been sick, and I just couldn't believe the difference in her. She was so thin, and she looked so different, but she seemed to be fine. Laura said that was the best she had seen her look in a long time, and they had dinner with us, and Babs was there, and their Indian boy, Gary, and then John, the youngest, and Joanna came over with her kids, and then Ken and I and Britton and Laura and Lamel. I guess that was it. And we just really, really had a nice visit. Found out about all of them, and they just loved Britton. He took to him right away. He always does. He doesn't know a stranger. And they kept saying how they thought he was so much like Dennis, because they said Dennis was very friendly and easygoing. That's a lot the way Britton was. Laura ran down and picked him up when he started squirming a little at 7 in the morning, and he just was happy as could be to see somebody. He didn't care if he didn't know who it was. We stayed there, though. They made me a chocolate cake, and we had a big roast and some potatoes, all my favorite food. And we stayed there until about 4 or 5, maybe 6. She had to go to work at the hospital, Laura did. And so we stayed there, I guess, until about 5 or 6. They are moving out of Delta, 3 miles south of Delta, to Callister's house. They said they're going on a mission in the next month or 2, and so they're going to move in their house and take care of their place while they're gone. And they're going to, if possible, try to build a house, get some land and build a house. And they showed us the house they want to build. It was really neat. And what else did they tell us interesting? They seemed to be doing fine. They all looked so good. And I can't think of anything outstanding about any kids. They said Lana is pregnant again, so that'll be Lana's second. Babs seems to be doing real good. She's going to Dixie, and I think she's getting along real good with him now. And they had pictures of Jimmy's baby, and Lena's the same, and Joanne's the same, I think. And I don't think there's anything outstanding that's happened to any of them. Pete lost his 2 front teeth rodeoing, so he's real embarrassed and shy about smiling to anyone because he doesn't have his front teeth. Anyway, we left there and went up to Bountiful and got in there Sunday night. Stayed at Ken's brother and sister's house in Bountiful. They have a gorgeous house up on the side of the mountain, 2-story thing, and just really pretty. You could look out and see the Salt Lake and everything and all the lights. It was kind of cool when we were there. Actually, it was very nice weather, but we had the basement and slept down in the basement. Really had fun. We spent Monday just being lazy and not doing much of anything. Then trying to recuperate and get ourselves together from the trip. And we went over and visited with Ken's sister. Donna also lives there. Donna is the one that's crippled, and she lives there along with Jim, Ken's oldest brother, that was, stood in the line at the wedding. He's living there also. So Monday we just went over and visited with Donna at her apartment, and she seems to be doing real fine. She's pregnant, and this will probably be her last one because she has a real hard time being the way she is, and so she's real excited. She's only about a month or so along, but she is excited about that. And no, mother, I'm not pregnant. Then we went out to dinner that Monday night. On Tuesday, we really had fun. We left Brenton with Patty, and we went down to BYU, and I hadn't been there since 1962, and it had changed so much. We spent the whole day down there just looking around and walking around the campus. Really had fun. And we didn't get home that night till about 11 o'clock, and I ran into Patty. I don't know if you remember her, but she's Bonnie Ruth's cousin, and she lived in our apartments. You've met her lots of times. And she was a real good friend of ours when I lived in Tempe. She married a guy living in Washington, D.C., and here she was at the Y, and I ran into her there, and she was coming down to Phoenix when we were coming down. So we had a nice little visit. And then we spent Wednesday at Temple Square and at their new shopping area called Trolley Square, which is a really cute shopping area. It's the old trolley station, and they've converted it into little shops. So we spent Wednesday just looking around. Temple Square and everything had changed quite a bit since I was there. I forgot to tell you, at BYU we had to get Britton a little jersey. His dad just had to have a football jersey for him, so we got him a cute little football jersey. And that was Wednesday night we went to the show. I'm just telling you everything we did. Then Thursday we got up and we headed south, and we decided to spend a day or two getting down to Phoenix, because usually it's just really a fast trip, and it was raining Thursday when we got up. Oh, it was just gorgeous. So pretty. And we went through Park City and then down to through Provo Canyon, and the mountains the trees were all turning, and it was just a little rainy, not hard, just kind of misty outside. It was so gorgeous. We just really enjoyed our travels that day, and the whole trip all the way down was nice. We spent the night in Panguitch at a little hotel there because we wanted to go to Bryce Canyon, and that's the closest town to Bryce Canyon. So we stopped driving about 6 or 7, and the trip all the way down there was a little rain, and It was nice. I was surprised at how low all the lakes are. They really need rain up there. They're just so low. And so I'm sure that rain was very welcome. And we got up the next morning, that would be Friday morning, in Panguitch, and drove to Bryce Canyon. It was gorgeous. Oh, it was just so pretty. The sun was shining, and I don't remember ever being to Bryce. We might have gone there when I was younger, but I don't remember going to Bryce before. So we had a nice time driving around there, and then we headed on through Fredonia and Jacobs Lake to the north rim of the Grand Canyon, and I don't think I've ever been there before. And I love that drive through all of those pine trees, solid pines from Jacobs Lake on. It was so nice. And I'm sorry that I have to keep coughing, but my throat hurts so bad, and I'm trying to cover my mouth and camouflage it, and it sounds so loud on this tape. So just please excuse me. We spent just a little while at the Grand Canyon. By then it was about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and we didn't have a lot of time, so we we just walked around the canyon a bit, and we thought about spending the night there, but we were getting so close to Phoenix, and all we could do is put Brent to bed, and so we thought, we might as well just head on for Phoenix, even though we'd get in real late. So we just drove around there and saw the sights, and then loaded up and headed for Phoenix, and just drove straight through from the North Rim to Phoenix. We got in Phoenix, it's about 1:30, I think, or 2 o'clock in the morning. And we had called Dennis. I tried calling him from Grand Canyon and couldn't get him, and then we tried from Jacobs Lake, and some forester had dropped a pole on the telephone line, so they were out of order up there. So finally at Cameron, I had Ken stop, and we called Dennis from Cameron and told him that we'd be in real late, so they were expecting us. And then Saturday, let's see, yeah, that was Saturday. We got up after we got here. It was a very lazy day because we were tired. Brenton, of course, woke us up at 6 in the morning and wanted to play, and it's so much fun having a baby. And I was just exhausted. But we just were very lazy that day and talked to all the kids, and then they all came over at about 4 o'clock, and Janine made a turkey, and we sat around, just all of the kids and us, and we took pictures, and we're sending you some of the pictures that we took, and we ate turkey and salad, and just had a nice visit. The Dodgers were playing. I guess you heard the Dodgers are playing the Yankees in the World Series, and we watched the Dodgers play on TV and visited. It was just really fun having all of the kids here together, and all my brothers and sisters. And Marilyn had to go to a party in their ward. This was kind of a last minute thing, all of us getting together. It wasn't in their ward, it was some couples from their ward, and she didn't know it, but they were giving her a surprise shower. And Bob told us to help him get her out of the house, that they had to leave by 6:30 so they could be there at 7, and she got the surprise shower. She was really surprised too. She said she'll probably tell you about it on the tape a little later. But then they had to leave early, so Sandy and Jerry and Reed and Rainey, we all visited for a while, and then they left. And when I saw Pat up at BYU, she told me that we were having, Bonnie Ruth and Chad Payne and some of the kids were all getting together for a little party Saturday. So we went over to Bonnie's about 9 o'clock and visited with her for a while, and then Chad Payne and his wife came over. You know Marcia, that girl he married, her folks live right down the street here from me. I don't know her last name. Anyway, they're living up in Eager now, and he's still working for Salt River Project up there. And she's expecting a baby. She's about 3 months pregnant now. And they seem to be doing real good. And Pat and her husband were there from Washington, D.C., and Pat's pregnant. And Bonnie was there. And myself and Ken. I guess that was about everyone that you would know. We just laughed and talked and laughed and talked and went to Garcia's in Scottsdale and got some chips, and we really had fun until 1:30 in the morning. It was fun being with those guys again and getting to visit with them, finding out how everyone is. And we got home, and then Sunday what did we do Sunday? We went to church with Sandy and Jerry in their ward because we didn't get dressed in time to go with Dennis and Janine. That's what happened. So we went with Sandy and Jerry, and I saw Mary Thomas there with all her kids, and Mary looked so good. They've sold that big 2-story house that they had, and they're building another house to live in. It's all one level, but she says it's as big as the 2-story house. And talked to her for a few minutes, and then we went over to Sandy's and Jerry's, and Sandy had made some chocolate chip cookies, good old Sandy. And we saw their drapes that they got, and they just really look cute. Their house is darling, and saw the garden that Jerry has out back and all the work he had done to the house. It looks so good. And there, of course, I could not believe when I saw Marlena and Scotty how they had changed. I think, well, I hadn't seen him since you left on your mission. That was the last time I saw the Risley kids. And they had changed so much. That Scott is just getting tall and slender. He's really a slender boy, and he's good looking. And Marlena is so tall and cute. And she had just lost one of her front teeth the day before. It had come out. So here she is with only one tooth in the front. She looks so cute. And I noticed a real change in her. I had seen Cammie and Heather in May, so I didn't notice it so much. But Cammie has really gotten thinned out. Looks like she's lost quite a bit of weight. At least to me, she had. She had just been operated on, minor surgery. It wasn't anything serious, but it had been the day before. That was Friday. And I could tell she wasn't feeling very good. She was a little pale and a little shaky, and she was limping around a little bit. She's okay. It's nothing to worry about. But she wasn't feeling quite up to par. Marilyn will probably tell you about that more on the tape. So Sunday we just went over to Sandy's and Jerry's for a few minutes, and then I called Grandma, and Donna was there, and she said, well, hurry over, we want to see you. So we went over to Grandma's, and we took Christina and Marlena and Brenton and Ken and I went over and saw Grandma and visited with her for quite a while, and Donna and Milo were there with their kids. We really had a nice visit, and then Donna and Milo left, and we stayed and visited with Grandma some more. She seems to be doing just fine. She said that she's written to you every week except 1 week, and the only reason she didn't write then was because she didn't have your address and she was in Utah. She's so good. And she showed us pictures of all of the grandkids, and she seems to be doing fine. She says she just doesn't have the energy she'd like to have, but other than that, she's okay. Everything seemed fine with everyone. I couldn't, of course, they're having a shower for Lisa Saturday morning, so we'll be able to go to that. And we're anxious to go there and see everybody, because we've missed out on so much of this stuff now. It'll be fun to be involved in a shower for a change. And I guess Marilyn Britton's little baby had a little surgery too, but it was something quite common, and he's okay from what I understand, there are no problems at all with him. They showed me I guess you knew about Don Clark's little girl that died, that had leukemia. She died last spring, quite some time ago, but I didn't find out about it until about a month or so ago, and so I was wondering who she was, and Grandma showed me her funeral program, and she was the little girl that I had taught in junior Sunday school for a year or so, Kathy Clark, and that was too bad. I didn't know that she had leukemia or that there was any problem there. But I guess it was better that she went when she did. She had suffered quite a bit. I guess that's about all. Now we went back over to Sandy's and Jerry's after we visited with Grandma and with Donna and Milo. And we stayed at Sandy's and Jerry's until quite late, just talking and eating and not doing anything, just sitting around. And now this is Monday, and just been doing our wash today and trying to get this tape to you and do a few things like that. And then this evening, all of us are going over to Sandy's and Jerry's for hamburgers. And it's going to be just a real informal thing, but we're supposed to go over there and eat hamburgers and play Pounce. Is that what it is? Pounce? That game. I hope we're not up till 2 o'clock in the morning playing it. But it'll be fun, and I think we're going to take the tape recorder over there tonight and maybe let everybody talk on it a little bit and try to finish it off and send you a few pictures and get this stuff in the mail to you. I brought over the calendars that you sent, and the kids were real happy to get them. Jerry was happy to have them for his class at school. He was anxious to take it and try it out. Oh, there's the phone. Hold on. Okay, Britton is doing pretty good. We have an appointment tomorrow to see a doctor here. Because we would be gone for a month. The doctor at Kaiser in California felt that we should have an exam and a blood test while we were gone, so he referred a doctor to us here at St. Joseph's Hospital for us to go see. So tomorrow we're going to go see him, and Britton will probably have a blood test and see how everything is. His count has been around 50, 80,000. It depends on when we go in. And they want to get it stabilized around 100,000. And hope that if they can stabilize it around 100,000, then they'll be okay. He's still on medication, but he just, to look at him, you'd never know there was anything wrong. He is a happy, healthy-looking little boy. He was a little grouchy yesterday, and I looked in his mouth, and all of a sudden I noticed another tooth coming in. So it's one of the bottom side ones. He has the 4 top teeth and 2 bottom ones, and now he's getting another one in. So that'll be 7 teeth, and he might possibly be getting an 8th. So he's getting quite a mouthful of teeth. He doesn't walk yet, but he loves to walk with Daddy's help. Ken walks him all up and down the street and all over the house, and Britton just loves that. He crawls and talks and does everything, and is a happy, cute little boy. Everything is okay. I think Ken's going to be going back to California probably Wednesday. I don't know for sure. He's out running some errands now, but he wants to get back and do some projects that he hasn't been able to get done for a while, so he'll probably go back Wednesday, and I think then after he leaves we'll go over to Sandy's and stay there. I want Britton to be around some kids, and Sandy can't always bring her kids over here, and Marilyn can't always, and So I think we'll probably go there and stay with Sandy about 4 or 5 days and let Britton be around the kids. And Sandy wanted us to come over anyway. And then we'll go from there over to Maryland's and stay there about 4 or 5 days. And then from there we'll go back to California with Reed and Rainey. So we got a lot happening. It's going to be lots of fun. Lots to do. And I don't think we're going to be over here for Christmas. Sandy and Jerry said they might come over there, and that would be fun. For Britton would be about a year old then, and he could enjoy the kids more then. So I hope they come over for Christmas. That's about all I can think of right now to say. Marilyn Britton just called and said she's going to stop by. She's at Los Arcos right now, and she said she'd stop by, so maybe she'll get a chance to talk to you and say hi. Everything's fine. No problems that I know of. I just talked to Josh on the phone, and she's doing good. They're trying to find a new house to move into, and then she wants to have a baby if she can. She's really anxious to. And Connie Orr, my old roommate, is expecting another baby. That would be her second. She has a little girl. And Kathy Steele, my old roommate's expecting a baby, and my throat itches so bad I can hardly talk. I'll talk to you in a little while, okay? Bye-bye. Now it is.
Okay. Hi, this is Marilyn, and but Mom and the family came down. He was blessed last Sunday, October 2nd. So we had the whole family down for that. It was good to see all my sisters and family again. But they only stayed for 1 day, so kind of a hectic trip before they took off back to Sandy. But they say hi and hope you're doing well.
Is your father doing any work, or what is he doing?
Yeah, my dad's managing the Dankin store up there.
Oh.
And my mom's managing a Dankin store now too. So they have 3 stores in the Salt Lake area.
Brenton, you're wearing me out.
Craig has just been accepted to a diving school in California, and he's learning underwater demolition and engineering and that kind of jazz. Rochelle's a sophomore up at Utah University. He's busy working. So take care. We'll see you later. Bye.
Tell him who this is.
Scott,
Oh,
I said.
Scott, yeah.
Marlena, Callie, Ella, she said Heather.
Hey, you ready?
I looked out the window and what did I see? Popcorn popping on the big flat tree. Spring has dropped and said I surprised. Possums popping right before my eyes. I can take a marble and make a tree. A popcorn ball that would smell so sweet. It wasn't really so bad, it seemed to me. Popcorn popping on the apricot tree.
Say hi to Grandma and Grandpa.
Say hi, Christina. Christina, say hi.
Naked runner.
She's sick. She doesn't feel good. Say hi.
Say hi.
Come on.
Hi,
Why don't you say
that's
that one about Grandma and Grandpa?
Christina. Oh, I forgot.
Dylan, say hi. Say hi, Dylan. Who's this for?
For Grandma and Grandpa. Say hi. Dad.
What's the next song?
Now, what are you going to sing?
I can't remember.
You want to introduce it?
I know.
Gifts of the little string?
No, I know. Smart world.
Marlena, what about Shit Hard Way?
Smart world. Okay, Annie.
Okay, sing it.
Me
Can we
first.
sing
Sit
it?
up on Grandpa's
It's
knee.
a world of laughter, a world of tears. It's a world of hope, it's a world of fear. It's a world that we share, that it's a world. It's a laughter after all. It's a small world after all. It's a small world after all. It's a small world.
That was good.
There is just one moon and a golden sun, and it's loving friendship to everyone. So come down, down to if you find, and the oceans are wide. It's a small world after all. 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 It's a small world.
Good.
Now, do you want to talk to Grandma and Grandpa?
Hi, this is Kemi.
Say something else to them.
You want to tell them you had an operation, got a new
Yeah,
black
tell
belt?
them all about your operation.
I had an operation Friday.
Tell them what they did to you. What did they do?
I had a little thing on my neck, and they took it out.
Did it hurt?
I was asleep.
What did
Tell
you
them
get for being a good girl?
The chalkboard.
Tell them. Grandma and Grandpa want to know.
And since I was so good at the surgeon center, my daddy bought me a chalkboard with chalk.
Wow.
Colored chalk, wasn't it?
What do you do all day long?
Mostly I write on my chalkboard with my friends.
Oh. Do you want to talk, Marlena?
Tell
Think
them
of
about
something
school.
else you can
How's
say.
school?
Yes.
Did you tell them about your tooth?
Tell them how red you're getting.
Tell them about your tooth coming out.
Yeah. Hey, what'd
Come
you get
on.
for it?
Did you get any money? There's no such thing as a tooth fairy anyway.
Come on. Come on, talk to Grandma.
You hold that talk. Come on. Tell them about
Marlena,
school.
there's no such thing as a tooth fairy anyway.
Tell Grandma
Or
and
Santa
Grandpa what happened
Claus
to
or the
your
Easter
tooth.
Bunny.
I got a tooth out.
Which one?
Two of them. My front tooth.
And what are you doing? What grade are you in now? Tell them what
Second.
you do at school and your teacher's name.
Did you get any money for your teeth?
Second grade.
How much? How much money did you get? How much money did you get for your
11,
tooth?
12, 13.
Talk to them.
25 cents and 50 cents.
How come you got more for one than the other one?
She got all that for one tooth. She
yeah.
got 75 cents for one tooth.
Oh, because once she didn't take one of these teeth down here.
The tooth fairy forgot?
She just didn't have time to take one of these teeth down here.
Okay. Scott's favorite? What have you got on your shirt?
What's that
Where
say,
did
Star?
you get that?
Star Wars!
Tell them what you made at school. She was showing me.
Yeah, and you showed me. I guess Scott doesn't want to talk to Grandma and Grandpa?
Tell them what you did to me a few minutes ago. What's that?
Bye. Bye.
Yeah, they asked
Bye.
just for Scott.
Come on, talk to Grandma and Grandpa.
It's
They really
Hitler's
want
turn.
you to talk.
Thank you. You saw
Bye. Bye.
That you're going to school, that you made enough.
Tell them your name. What is your name?
Come on, tell them about writing your
Huh? Heather? What do you want to tell Grandma and Grandpa? Huh? Bye-bye. Okay. Is that all you want to say to him? Okay. Did you tell him you loved him? Say, I love you. Thank you.
Scott.
You hold it.
You hold
Say
it,
anything
Scott.
you want.
Tell him about going to school.
Tell me what happened today that the bus went off and forgot you.
Okay, now everybody else be quiet and you talk.
What?
Oh boy, keep
The
going.
bus went off and forgot you today.
Tell them what you did over their house.
What
the other
grade are
night.
you in?
Kindergarten.
What did you make today in kindergarten?
Necklace.
What color is the necklace? What color is it? Gold.
Who's it for?
What'd your dad make for you outside, Scott?
A tent.
What do you do in the tent?
Tell Grandma and Grandpa the whole thing. You hold it and tell them that you got a tent, that you go camping.
What do you do in it? What do you do in the tent?
We sleep in it.
You what in it?
Tell Grandma and Grandpa about it.
Tell them about your garden.
What do you do in the tent?
Who sleeps with you?
We sleep in it.
What do you make in the garden?
Who sleeps
Poor
out there
kitties.
with you, Scotty? You sleep on
Mommy and Daddy.
And
my
what do
dad.
you do out there with you?
We sleep
Sleep?
in
You
it.
have fun? How big a tent
Please don't.
It's out in the back.
What's the tent made out of?
It is. Is it a great big tent? I didn't see it.
Did you see the tin out there?
I didn't
Boy,
see
it's
it. Tell me how
neat.
big it is and what color.
Hello, Culligan.
Can you?
Made out of wood.
Wood? A wooden tent?
Who made it?
My daddy.
Your daddy. How'd he make a tent?
him.
And you helped him? How'd you help him, Scott?
Do you go camping in it?
How many people could sleep in there? 12?
Hey, Yakataka.
Yeah, maybe about 12.
You want to talk to Grandma
Wow,
and
is
Grandpa?
that big?
Not really.
Say hi, Grandpa. She's just frowning.
3 or 4
Dennis is holding it. If you get someone else to hold it, she'll talk.
Scotty.
You talk to Grandpa. Can you say,
Sing a
Say
song.
to Grandma and Grandpa.
Sing a song. Sing that song. Yeah,
Did you say I
we used
love
to
you?
sing in
sing Rockabye to Tucker, okay?
I know something.
Got it?
I looked out the window. Is that what you're going to sing?
No,
Okay,
she's going
what?
to talk to you.
I got some new shoes.
Come here and beat up a reed.
Winnie the Pooh.
You want this? The worms you got. Tell them you went over their house and caught 9 worms.
Tell Grandpa beating up a
That big dog you showed me scared the wits out of me. Tell Grandpa.
What do they got 9?
John's in town.
Yes, and what have we been doing? You've had lots of parties, haven't you?
What did we do Saturday?
What did you do Saturday?
Did you all go over to Janine's and Dennis?
What did we do?
Saturday we went to Janine's and Dennis's.
Go tell Grandma and Grandpa.
And what'd you do?
Tell them you want to take a bath.
What'd you do over there?
Is this going to record? Is this
Played in the irrigation.
and caught worms?
Love you, Grandma and Grandpa.
Did you miss them?
Yes.
What's going to happen?
I miss you.
What's going to happen when they come home?
What happens when you're 8?
We're gonna be baptized.
Tell him.
Are you excited?
Yes.
Tell them.
Say, Grandma and Grandpa, when you come home, tell them like that.
You want to take a bath?
Can you? You don't tell them about
Talk
it.
to him.
Hi.
No, they're not.
This is Cammy again.
You want to sing a song too?
Sing your... Cammy, sing your fireman song.
Hear the fire bell, hear the fire bell, ding, 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 ding. Hear the siren, ooh, shiny engine. and hook and ladder, call the fireman here. Shout, pouring water, put the fire out.
Where'd you learn that song?
At school,
Tell them that. And what did you get to do at school?
I got to go to the fire engine station.
And see the fire trucks?
And you know what they did in the back?
What?
They ring the fire bell
Yes.
and the siren.
Huh?
You know what we were just? I love you and I miss you. Bye-bye.
Come on.
Hi, this is Rainey. Right now, Scott's beating Reed.
Just took over the lead here.
Reed and Scott are playing foosball. Who's ahead? 5 to 6 is a 6 up. 6 up's the score. Scott's pretty good here.
You be quiet.
7-6.
What? Oh, is that Reed? Now it's 7-6. Anyway, enough of that. Everything's okay. I feel great. The baby's great.
Yeah.
Cullen's as wild as ever.
Wow.
This game is really exciting here.
Come on, come take a bath. Toby. Hurry, Marlene is over in the cup. Come on.
Cullen just had stitches out of his head. He had to get 4 stitches. We had to take him to the emergency hospital at 3 in the morning. He decided to wake up and go check on the baby. And he fell against our bed rail and cut his head and got 4 stitches. So we just got him out, and then Saturday we were over at near house, and he was riding the little horse, and he fell against the fireplace and cut up his upper lip. So he's just fine. He's just active as ever. And the baby's starting to sleep better at night, but he still gets up and wants to eat. He wants to eat all the time. That's how Cullen was too, so I don't know, he might turn out to be like Cullen. Back to the foosball game. It's 8 to 7 and Scott's ahead. Well, that's all I have to say. Reed will talk to you in a minute as soon as he gets beat.
Hello. This is me. This is Bob. I'm sitting around watching Scott beat Reed on foosball. It's 11 of what? 8? Who has 11?
I do.
Scott does? I don't know if anybody's told you yet, but Cammie had a little operation. She had a small calcifying tumor on her the right side of her neck, just below her ear. The pathologist said there was no problem with it, so we're happy about that. She checked in the hospital at 9:30 and was out by about 1. The bill was $400 and some odd. I guess she's worth it. We're happy she's okay. She was back to normal that afternoon. There's others who want to talk, so I'll pass this along.
Bjorn? I think he's had so much sweets he's not going to eat them. What do you choose? That's just what he needs, right? That's how Nancy Weather grew up. Oh, I can't do it.
Where's Benny Malloy?
You want to say hi to Mom and Dad, Reed? I'll take right there. One grab it. Tell them about your boys, Uncle
tape.
Yeah. You just have to push it. It's all set. Just.
This is Reed, having just been defeated by Scott in foosball. I decided I better talk to you before I do something drastic. Things have been going good around here. We sure appreciate you letting us use the pickup. Our car's doing some weird things, and we never would have made it in it. If we tried to take it, we would have had to do probably about $250 worth of work to get it running. So it's plus having all the people in there. We wouldn't have been able to breathe. Everything's going all right. I suppose Rainey told you about Colin hurting his head. He decided to do it at 3 in the morning, so we didn't get much sleep that night. But everything is doing all right now, and he tried to break his nose the other day, but he didn't quite succeed at it. I guess I'm going to teach him how to bust his head open so he can do it right. I'm supposed to tell you that the Los Angeles Dodgers and the New York Yankees are going to be playing in the World Series. Naturally, we're going to be rooting for the Dodgers. Right now, Bob's getting beat by Scott in foosball. What's the score?
11-4.
Oh, I take that back. Scott is being beat by Bob 11-4, so it looks like Bob's just about got it put away now. When Rainey was having the baby, and that day Dennis and I were going to go to the football game, ASU football game, and Rainey called me during the day and told me that she didn't think I should go, but I kept telling her that it's just a false alarm, or if it's the real thing, she could call me at the stadium and I'd be paged, which I thought would kind of be neat. I'd like to have my name paged in front of 60,000 people and have a police escort to the hospital, but she talked me into going home instead of going to the game, and so we went, and it was a good thing I went home, because during the game Rainey had the kids, so I didn't get able to do the game. I told Rainey that if it was a false alarm, she was in big trouble, because I didn't want to miss a game. The store's going good. We're doing a lot through wholesale, and we're starting to get things picked up. I think I've kept that store cleaner than any time in my life, and it's once you get it clean, it's not too hard to keep it clean if you just work on it a little bit every day. It looks good, and I even keep the back room cleaned, and we even clean the bathroom so that it doesn't even look the same. Tammy wants to say something.
I thought Rainey did.
Rainey said something. Go ahead, say something. You're on. Cammy, say something.
Hi, this is
Hi.
Cammy.
Don't pick your nose.
I'm not.
I'm not picking my nose.
Yes, you are.
Go ahead, say something.
I'm gonna sing a song.
Okay, sing them a song.
I am a child of God, and He has sent me here, has given me an earthly home with parents kind and dear. Lead me, guide me, walk beside me, help me find the way. Teach me all that I must do to live with Him someday.
Very good, very good.
Goodbye.
Well, I can't think of much else to say. Business is going good. Things are moving now, and we're getting ready for a big Christmas season. we're looking forward to it. We're getting a few new things in, but we're being real careful what we buy, and we're making sure that the things we buy will be able to will move. And we're definitely not overbuying. We're being very careful as far as buying. I guess it's about time I go now. We'll talk to you later, and do a good job out there, and hurry back. And thanks again for letting us use the pickup. We, as I said, we never would have made it, and we'll be real careful. I'll make sure that we don't get in any trouble or anything. Bye.
Hello, I don't know. It's about 10 o'clock now. We're still over at Sandy's. We had hamburgers outside and just really had a good time. This is Marilyn. I haven't told you. We're all doing okay. Gosh, I don't know how many kids. How many kids do we have here? 10 kids? 5 boys and 5 girls? I think so. All of ours, yeah. The little ones. And they're still running around. We've had a good time just playing cards and a few things like that. Bob and I need to head on home because he needs to go out of town just for tomorrow. So he'll be back tomorrow night. And she's just growing like a weed. When we had her... Say hi to Grandma and Grandpa. Christina's going to talk to you. Say, night-night.
Good night.
I love you. Say hi to Grandma. Oh, she's not going to talk. Anyway, Bob has to head out tomorrow night. What did I start to say? I don't remember what I started to say. Oh, I started to talk about Angela. When she went in for her 4-week checkup, she was 11 pounds, and she's still growing like a weed. She slept through the night, the past 3 nights. As a matter of fact, she slept from about 11:30 to about 8:30 yesterday. So I think she's really it sure has helped me out when I can get all that sleep, and I think she's gonna be resting real well now. Cammie told you about her surgery. She had that minor surgery, but she's doing okay. She doesn't seem to have any side effects at all, so she's doing all right. It's going to be about $400. I sure hope that insurance pays a good deal of that. We aren't sure, but we hope that they'll take care of a lot of it. Because I want to get me a new couch, so we'll have to see what happens there. After we had our little party Saturday over at Dennis and Janine's, over at your house, we went over to a surprise shower for me. A bunch of kids in the ward had a surprise shower, a couple shower. So I got a brand new high chair and a new infant seat, 2 outfits, and a little plant. And it was really nice because about 4 out of the 10 couples there had already given us gifts of their clothes. So it was just really sweet and nice of them. We had a good time. Bob knew all about it, and I was so surprised. I had no idea at all. But I kept telling him, this is my first baby shower I've ever had. And it was really fun. I was just so shocked. I couldn't believe it. We're doing okay. Bob's enjoying work. He's been studying hard for his professional engineer. I told him that when Dion came into town, I'd want to spend a lot of time over here, and he said, fine. He said, you can spend the night there as much as you want, as long as I get to study. So I think Saturday when we come over for Lisa's shower, that I'll just drop him off and he'll study when I come on over here. So I hope that if he passes this, then we won't have to worry about it anymore. If he doesn't pass it, then we'll have to go through this until April or May or something. And I sure hope he can get it over with. Cammie and Heather just both doing well. Heather's is coordinated. I don't know what they're laughing about, but it was funny. Heather's is coordinated as you wouldn't believe. Cammie's really enjoying school and just doing great in it. So we're all doing all right. We miss you, and we have your picture up, and And we'll be seeing you soon. We love you and God bless you.
Hello, Sam and Rula. This is Ken. And here I am. Oops. I'm all through with school now, at least for a while. Got out at the end of September, and then we took our 2-week vacation all at once and made the circle route up to Salt Lake City, where I have a brother and sister both that just moved up there. Then we came down, looked at the canyons, and stopped in Phoenix, of all places. And here we are. Just saw the Dodgers lose the first World Series game.
Tell them how many innings.
3 extra innings and 12 innings by 1 run, as I predicted. No. But that's only the first game.
And that was in New York.
That was in New York, and the second game will be in New York. And so they should win at least the third game and the fourth game. And see, it's 4 out of 7, isn't it?
Right.
Yeah. Anyway, so it's, my goodness, she fell down. We're watching a movie right now. So I finally will get a chance now to breathe and do some practicing on what I've learned in school, and also get 100 million things caught up at home that have been waiting for 2.5 years. I don't think I'll even make a dent in all that, frankly. And I'm leaving to go back tomorrow morning. This is Wednesday. This is Tuesday. Did he hit himself on the head? And that'll give me half a week to catch up on some stuff before I have to go back to work, and then Dion will be over a week after that. So I'll have a little time to get a few things done before the honeydew days start again. And
Do they know what honeydew days are?
what honeydew days mean, honeydew this and honeydew that. So, Brent, So, I don't know how much Dion told you about Brenton, but he seems to be some slight improvement gradually in his condition, his blood condition.
We took him to the doctor.
We went to the doctor today, out of town, of course, and had a platelet count taken. And it's up in the high regions again, at least closer to normal, which may be a good sign, although according to the fluctuation amount that we've seen really is insignificant. Britain is walking now with help. If you hold 2 hands, both of his hands, and he runs around pretty good. Seems like he's doing a little better if you hold just one hand, which he wouldn't do before. And he stands up for several seconds now. My goodness. And he wouldn't do that before. So anyway, he's getting close to where he's going to be walking, and that's where all hell breaks loose. He'll be running around the house, reaping havoc. And so I leave tomorrow morning to go back home, and I wanted to wish you continued success. It sounds like you're